A wave of massive protest has erupted over the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with rising concerns about his deteriorating health and prolonged legal delay. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is really suffering in detention right now, and it is called for urgent intervention. Thousands of concerned citizens, including respected Igbo elders, stormed the Abia State Government House demanding urgent intervention. They expressed deep dissatisfaction with the federal government's silence and warned of their consequences should anything happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. It is seriously getting out of hand. This man's health condition is seriously going down every day. So protesters carried placards and chanted solidarity songs calling for justice, equity, and respect for human rights. Protests also coincided with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's birthday. A day he's supposed to be happy, but he's not happy. A day he's supposed to enjoy, but he's not enjoying. He is seriously in pain. So why are they still holding him without seeking solution to his health condition, which is seriously making him down? And right now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a state of because when it will happen, it may not be as they expected, because there has been a serious warning over his condition, but they have stayed unminded. They never mind on what actually happening, or what that very young man is facing. They don't pay attention to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing, passing through. So his supporters lit candles, held prayer sessions, and sent out strong emotional messages describing him as a freedom fighter, not a criminal. As a freedom fighter, not a criminal. Of course, they said many things. They showed many things. They cried over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's condition over years, but they are negotiating peace with bandits, kidnappers, and rapers in northern Nigeria. But someone who has no arm protesting against marginalization of his own people is being detained unlawfully. It is very, very sad in a country like Nigeria. In a country like Nigeria, this very young man is crying for help. Seriously crying for help. So the Igbo social political groups joined in, all of them joined in, accusing the federal government of deliberate ethnic marginalization and judicial manipulations. Of course, if you have never subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe, because we have much updates, many things happening around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We must show you on this very success media. Kindly subscribe if you have never subscribed, because we have much things, updates, many things are coming out, many things are coming up over this very case. You know, we have been following this case, and you know his court day is seriously coming on. His court day is October 10th in Abuja High Court. So we are seriously waiting eagerly to see what will happen that very day. Yes, we are seriously waiting. So kindly subscribe for more updates and many more over that very case and others. So some protesters claim that while bandits and terrorists in other regions are being rehabilitated, a man fighting for self-determination is being punished unfairly. Many demanded his immediate compliance with previous court rulings that favored his release. This is what they are saying. Igbo elders, everyone, they are crying, fighting. They also criticized the judiciary for allowing politics to override justice, insisting that Kanu deserved fair treatment like every other Nigerian. Yes, human rights activists present a protest, condemned the use of security forces to silence voices of truth. Yes, which is very bad. The protesters they reminded the government that Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any violent crime, and that dialogue is the only way forward. If they can dialogue with him, there is nothing there. He's not a violent man. He's not a violent figure per se. They want that continued detention could ignite unrest in already tense region. His birthday, they said, is a symbol of sacrifice, resistance, and what continued struggle for the rights of the Ndi Igbo people. Protesters also sent letters to international bodies, including the UN, UK Parliament, and Amnesty International, urging them to intervene immediately because the way this case is heading, there is danger. Some leaders urged Southeast governors to show more courage and defend their people. There were also calls for President Tinubu to demonstrate statesmanship and uphold the rule of law. Chants of free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu echoed across the streets as more people joined in. The protest ended peacefully but with a strong message: justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is justice for all. That is what they said. So we are going into details now to show you more about this very protest and everything they have in mind concerning the prolonged detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which they are seeing is not yielding any results because government do not care. They don't care. They're not paying attention to what they should pay attention to. So right now, we are going into the details on what is happening. Most communities in southeastern Nigeria fall silent every Monday. Markets that once boozed with what commerce stand empty. Schools that nurtured dreams remain locked, and roads that carried inspiration lie barren. This weekly ritual of protest, born from the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has become both a symbol of resistance and a testament to a region's suffering. Through the voices of ordinary people who live this reality daily, the human impact of this political stalemate reveals a story of economic devastation, social disruption, and what unwavering determination. The story of incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is deeply intertwined with historic grievances that predate Nigeria's independence. For many in the southeast, the continued detention of secessionist leader represents another chapter in the systematic marginalization of Igbo people. This sentiment echoes through the region, from the bustling cities to the rural communities, where memories of what 1967 to 1970 Civil War remain fresh. That is what is happening. They are just reminding the Igbos of what happened in 1967 to 1970 Nigeria Civil War. You cannot understand the current situation without acknowledging the historic context, said Professor Chinedu Okafor, a historian at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Anambra State. The Igbo people have long felt like second-class citizens, and Kanu's movement tapped into that deep well of frustration. His detention has become a symbol of wider injustices that people here experience daily, from inadequate infrastructure to limited political representation. That is what is happening. That is the case. Marginalization, which is very, very sad and very bad. It is apparent, clearly seen. Everyone is seeing that. You are negotiating with bandits, kidnappers, with arms. Even at the point of negotiation, they came with their arms and everything. People that are killing people daily. Even the day of the negotiation, they were still killing people in Zamfara State, Kaduna. What is happening? But someone who you have never found any arm with, just protesting about his people, about marginalization of his people, and you are holding him for a long time, over years, without ending. It is very sad, and sad indeed. But no problem, we are just watching how things go and moving forward, seeing how Nigeria is treating some people and treating all. Are they indirectly encouraging crime? People are asking, are they indirectly encouraging people that banditry is paying, that they should go into banditry, that governments will negotiate with them? That is the point they are going. That is the point they are creating. Yes. That is the point. You are negotiating with bandits, people killing people. Even someone that has been declared wanted for years, you are negotiating with him, encouraging others to support. Hi God. Kai. Well, we are just watching to see how this country will end. Please kindly subscribe if you have never subscribed to this very channel. We have updates and many more for you. Thank you so much, and do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.